what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the graphic novel Robin 80 Years of the Boy Wonder. This is the deluxe edition which I have right here. Now I must admit I didn't even know about this book. It collects 80 years of like Robin stories from like the Batman comics or Detective comics, or you can just say like Robin like solo comics. I think that's an awesome cover that they have with the two of Robin. As you can see, this is the back of it too as well. And as of course, you know, it says Robin 80 years. Now, this was an awesome read. Like I say, I wasn't really too familiar with this particular book or whatever. I was just surprised I kind of stumbled across it. Now, it has like over 400 pages of like comics featuring like Robin, even like his first like issue, you know, from like 1940 Detective Comics issue 38. It even has that. Now the stories or the issues themselves go from 1940 all the way to like 2019, so they come inside the modern era. So it basically collects like the best Robin stories, well, it's supposedly like the best Robin stories. Now it did have like tons of good art in it. Like a lot of the stories were pretty cool. And you know, I really did enjoy it a lot. Now I'm going to talk about some of the things that were featured like in this 80 years collection. Like I mentioned before, you have like the first Robin from Detective Comics issue 38, because you know also another thing that really drew me to this particular comic too, with this collection, was it has like the when Jason Todd donned like the Robin outfit when he became Robin. So I was very interested and awesome getting to see like the first Jason Todd stories with him being Robin. So I thought that was kind of cool. Plus he even had like the story where he found out that Two-Face had supposedly killed his father too as well. So it was awesome getting to see like those particular like stories. Then you also have issues with, I didn't even know Alfred had like a daughter supposedly. I'm kind of suspecting that it's no longer considered canon or something like that, because he supposedly had like a daughter too as well, and I didn't know that. Then they also had like another issue with like the strange costumes of Batman and so on, like ones where he can wear like in the snow, I think like in space and all that kind of stuff too as well. But these are all featured Robin. These are supposedly the greatest like Robin stories too as well. Then they also had like this one which I was familiar with too. I read this before, like the lecture that Robin is given to her, and this is the Dick Grayson one that's given to this police college. And then you also have like a couple of like things from like Burt Ward, Dennis O'Neil, and like Chuck Nissen too as well, talking about like their history with Robin and so on. So those were kind of interesting too, especially like the ones with like Burt Ward, because he was talking about how hard it was to actually play Robin. Like on the TV show, he was getting like bruised and wounded. I think he said he broke his nose and all that, doing like the making of the Batman like TV series from like the 60s, you know, with Adam West. So that was kind of interesting. Then they also have like a story with like the Teen Titans, and they have to take on like this gargoyle. Then you also have like a story about like Dick Grayson becoming Robin for the first time. It's actually like retold. It's like a modern story where they're retelling how Dick Grayson became like Robin when he actually put on the suit and so on. Then you also have like Stephanie Brown, like the spoiler, you know, as well. She's in, she's actually teams up. She becomes Robin at one point with like Batman. They have to take out Zaz. That was a pretty interesting story. Then you have like the last few issues kind of focus on like Damian, because they're like in the modern era. They even have some Tim Drake ones too as well, like the one with Stephanie, you know, the spoiler. But Damian, you had like kind of like an origin of him too as well. And these are like collected stories from like other issues. Then you have like one with him teaming up for like Jonathan Kent, I think, you know, Superman's son too as well. So I think that was kind of interesting and cool. And that's like very modern. I think that one's from like 2019. But I must admit, it has like some nice amount of stories, and it is a very long read. And like I said, it is like over 400 pages too. So this is a massive book. I'm actually looking forward to getting like more of these. Cause I know there's like a Joker one. I know they had like a Batman one too as well. So I'm kind of interested in checking those out. I bet I probably read a lot of their particular stories, because I already had like greatest Joker stories, the greatest Batman. I even had like kind of 3 different versions of like the Batman ones that it was collecting like his best stories. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this. I'm giving this Robin 80 Years of the Boy Wonder Deluxe Edition. I'm gonna give this a solid B. Like some of like the earlier stories, some they were cool, but I could still be, because they weren't modern enough for me. They weren't too great. sometimes they get kind of like far-fetched and like silly, you know. But they were still entertaining. But I still thought this was a solid book, and it was interesting and fun getting to see some of them particular stories that I had never read, that I knew about, or heard about, you know. So I'm giving this a solid B, and this is my review for Robin, the Boy 80 Years of the Boy Wonder. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.